Bengals and the Bears. Mark Trestman, Jay Cutler ready to show off the Bears' new offense. Coach, what's a rouge? Well, don't worry about that. We'll get to that. Andy Dalton looking to take the next step in year 3. How about A.J. Green? A terrific day for the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles Tillman, A.J. Green battled all game long. First quarter, Bengals ball. Well, this one is won by Peanut Tillman. Picks it off and goes all the way for the touchdown. Bears lead 7-0. But wait a minute. Take another look. Tillman gets ruled down by contact. The Bears would score 7 plays later on a Martellus Bennett touchdown catch. Bears lead now 7-0. 2 Bengals possessions later. 2nd and 4 from the 46. Dalton looking for A.J. Green. Makes the catch after colliding with Tillman at the 4-yard line. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal from the 2. Green and Tillman again. Look at it, lower screen right. Beats Tillman this time easy, capping off a 97-yard drive. Dalton 4 out of 5 for 69 yards on that one. Game tied at 7. Second quarter, 7-7 Bengals ball. 1st and 10 from the Bears 38 in the middle of their drive again. Boy, you know where it's going. A.J. Green, Peanut Tillman. And there it is, picked off by Tillman. He returned it to the Bengals' 42-yard line. The Bears, though, would not be able to capitalize. This is one of those quid pro quo doctor situations between Peanut Tillman and A.J. Green. Next Bengals possession. 1st and 10, they got the ball on the Bears' 45-yard line. 8th play of the drive. Dalton looking for Green, this time covered by Tim Jennings. Wide open, 45-yard touchdown. I think Tillman needs to get back on A.J. Green. Bengals up 14-10 going into halftime. 3rd quarter Bengals ball. 3rd and 13 from the Bears' 35. Dalton looking for Green. No catch, but it's Tillman called for pass interference. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis would run it in 2 plays later. Bengals have the 21-10 lead in Chicago. Ensuing Bears possession, 3rd and 7 from their own 35. Jay Cutler scrambling, looking for Martellus Bennett. He breaks free 30 yards later down the field. Look at that jump. I think he can get over 2 or 3 pieces of paper on that jump. 5 plays later, 2nd and goal. Matt Forte into the end zone for the touchdown. Bears now down just 21-17. 4th quarter, same score. Bengals ball, 2nd and 9 from the 27. Dalton looking for Mohamed Sanu. He's got the ball, but Tim Jennings, this is what the Bears secondary does, strips the ball, recovers the fumble. Bears take over at their 19. Ensuing Bears drive, 3rd and 3. Jay Cutler looking for Brandon Marshall. Down the sideline, 38 yards. 5 plays later, 1st and 10 from the Bengals 19. Cutler looks for Marshall in the end zone. Open for the touchdown, 19 yards out. Bears up 24-21. Cutler finished with 242, a touchdown, and a pick on the day. Just over a minute remaining in the 4th. Bears ball, 3rd and 6. Michael Bush runs for a yard, but Ray Maluga called for unnecessary roughness. A lot of those penalty calls during the day throughout the NFL. Costly penalty, 1st down for the Bears. They run out the clock. The Bears win it 24-21. No rouges, though, for Chicago in the victory.
It's the Steelers visiting the Bengals, and there was a moment of silence for all the victims killed at the shooting at the Washington Navy Yard in Washington, D.C. James Harrison taking on his former team, and Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers trying to make things happen early. Roethlisberger to David Paulson for a 34-yard gain.
No.
Uh-oh.
Must protect the church's money.
You got to hold on to that ball. Adam Pac-Man Jones with the strip, or was it? Take a look at this. This ball's out, right?
Only thing you had to do was look at 81's reaction. He jumped up like he was late for work and he couldn't find his wallet.
Exactly what I said. Not quite in those terms, but pretty close. Andy Dalton to Tyler Eifert, and 61-yard gain.
That's exactly why they drafted this guy, to stretch the field.
2 plays later, Giovanni Bernard. You like it?
I like the power at the end of this run, LT.
Yes. Used his power, got in the end zone.
His first career touchdown. And
love the blocking. Look up front. Everybody has a hat for a hat. And now it's one-on-one with Ryan Clark. And running back, Gio, you have to make this guy miss. And he does. Runs right around Ryan Clark and uses his power at the end to get in the end zone.
Oh, LT, you like that power. 2nd quarter, Steelers down 10-3. Roethlisberger throwing short over the middle.
That wasn't
Sanders takes it 43 yards and can't quite get it in, down to the 1-yard line. On the very next play, 1st and goal, Roethlisberger to Derek Moy from Penn State. We have a tie game, guys.
That's called a dime right there.
Yep.
Big Ben dropped a dime on him.
Yeah.
And that right there, I don't like that right there. What are you doing? Saying hello? Saying congratulations? I have a problem with that.
On the ensuing possession, Mohamed Sanu trying to haul it in, but guess who's there to break it up?
Knock it down.
Ike Taylor.
Knock it down.
Ike Taylor was a busy man on this evening. Seemed to bottle up AJ Green for a good portion of the night. Look at him here. Let's AJ get loose for a little gain. But then, as Dalton tries to find Green again, Ike Taylor right there. One more time.
It's just a battle all game. They're going back and forth.
Keep the ball in front of you as a defender. I like that by Ike. Keep the ball in front of you. Make him earn it.
And here he is again, Dalton. But that left other guys open.
Space.
Giovanni Bernard, right?
Talking about his versatility.
Right. That's too much space.
In the running back position.
Well, they bottled up Green, but not Bernard.
Speed.
Bengals up 17-10 at this point. We fast forward to the fourth quarter. Roethlisberger again looking for Emmanuel Sanders, but it's overthrown and the Steelers are forced to punt. On the ensuing possession, Dalton looking for A.J. Green, but just a little bit out of reach. The Bengals had to settle for a field goal. That makes it 20-10. Roethlisberger then looking for Jericho Cotchery, but instead he finds a gator. Oh, that's a nice pick by Reggie Nelson.
Yes, that is. Tip drill.
Yep. Roethlisberger can't believe it. Take one more look at this thing.
Oh, ball high.
You guys practice this all the time.
The tip drill, baby.
Yep.
That's how y'all start practice.
No, I don't start practice like that as a defensive line.
Oh, Roethlisberger wasn't feeling good. Here's Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis.
Oh, the law firm.
Rushing for about 4 yards, but a penalty on Lamar Woodley for unnecessary roughness, and a scrum ensues.
Oh, look. AFC Central.
Yeah.
Getting it down and dirty.
And Mike Tomlin looks on. It's going to be a long year for you, Coach, I believe. 20-10 was the final. Ben Roethlisberger threw 37 times, and Andy Dalton thrown 45 times. Seemed to be more effective on this night.
Nearly 600 yards of total offense last week. How would Aaron Rodgers and the crew do in the Queen City? This one was a pretty good one. Actually, great. I'm going to take it back. Giovanni Bernard, you like the rookie out of North Carolina?
I like what I'm seeing from him, and I like the way that
I like his name.
I like the way that they're using him.
Yeah.
Giovanni Bernard.
They're doing a great job. The way that they're using him and getting him out in space, running him outside the tackle box.
That looks like it hurt. Does it hurt?
Well, look at that effort.
Yes.
Okay, good. See, now that's analysis.
When you start
Just
seeing
making
that,
sure.
you know you got something now.
It hurt me watching.
Ensuing kickoff, Jeremy Ross fumbles it.
That kind of stuff will get you cut.
And then the Bengals recover inside the 5-yard line. Now, Ross, the rookie out of Cal, he said, you know what? The sun bothered me, and here's your visual proof.
What do you have on the visor for?
It looks good.
Tint that thing.
Next play, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, and before you can say cheese curds, it's 14-0 Bengals as they scored 2 touchdowns in a mere 12 seconds.
Bengals are catching fire.
Now, the Packers lost one of their key weapons, Jermichael Finley, early in this game as George Iloka delivers the shot. Finley concussed on the play, and he was done for the day.
Praying for you, man.
Praying for you, man. That was my man right there, 88 Club.
Now, the Bengals kept the Packers in the game because of the turnovers. Clay Matthews, the hit on Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, M.D. Jennings picking it up, and he had gone 24 yards into the end zone.
Hey, Clay Matthews came to play today. I'm going to tell you, man, he almost turned his game around by himself.
He comes to play every game.
Next possession, Andy Dalton does a great job of staying alive, but a bad job of holding the ball. Bengals turned it over on 4 straight drives.
Andy Dalton had some Roethlisberger in it.
Now on 3rd and goal, Aaron Rodgers going to keep it himself and going to get doubled.
Ouch.
And then check out the sideline. They had to settle for a field goal. Mike McCarthy airing out Aaron. How'd that go for you?
He was telling him that hurt. Why you call that play?
Packers up 9 now in the 3rd. Rodgers to James
You can
Jones.
say what you want. You can say what you guys want. I heard a lot of people talk a lot of noise. Well, these boys, they can throw that football.
Packers scored 30 unanswered points, and you think it's over.
They can throw that football.
A.J. Green didn't have a catch in the first half.
Yeah, that changed.
So he's going to get one soon.
That changed.
4 for 46 in that score in the second
What a great
half.
move that was. Double move.
Packers up 9 now in the 4th. Rodgers looking for Randall Cobb, but Leon Hall picks it. first multi-interception game in the regular season for Rodgers.
You can't. I don't care what the coverage is. As a receiver, Mike, you can't let him catch that ball.
You got to go after that ball.
Coverage.
You have to go after that ball. That was film room study
Then
by Hall.
Andy Dalton to Marvin Jones, missed PAT, but the Bengals back within 3. Now it starts to get a little crazy. Randall Cobb, the stretch on 3rd and 12 for the first down. Or so we thought, because Marvin Lewis, I think his knee was down before he hit the chains.
Marvin never wins these challenges. This was the first time it ever went well for him.
So now, instead of a first down, it's 4th and inches. If you're Mike McCarthy, what do? You give it to the rookie out of UCLA, Jonathan Franklin, who had a 100-yard day, but the ball pops loose. Reggie Nelson's got it, and the ball pops loose, and Terrence Newman's got it. And continuing in Rich Eisen's trend this week with the Seinfeld references, we say, hello, Newman.
Newman's lucky, boy.
See, that kind of stuff can't happen, man. That's the difference between good teams and great teams.
So the Packers with 3 second-half turnovers. The Bengals have a 4-point lead, but the Packers still have life. They drive the length of the field, 4th and 5. Under a buck and a half to go. Rodgers tipped by Michael Johnson, and that's it.
He had a few of them this game.
Bengals first team ever to lead a game by 14, trail by 16, and still win.
Bengals and the Browns. Tom Brady said his former backup Brian Hoyer is ready. Let's see how he does in his second straight start. Browns second possession, still no score, 2nd and 6. Hoyer finds Travis Benjamin, and there goes Benjamin, 39 yards on the completion, 1st and 10 from the Bengals 22. 5 plays later, 2nd and goal from the Bengals 2, 12th play of the drive. What a surprise. It's Jordan Cameron. Hoyer says, I'm a starting quarterback in the NFL. Watch it again. Taylor Mays, not even close. Browns lead at 7-0. Second quarter, Browns ball, it's 7-3, 3rd and 5 from their own 31. The 3rd play of the drive. Hoyer looking for last week's hero, Josh Gordon. After all, he looked at him 19 times a week ago. Great catch by Gordon for 33 yards. Watch it again. He leaps over Adam Jones to make the grab. Gordon finished the day with 4 catches for 71 yards. How about A.J. Green? Brown said, we're not afraid of A.J. Green. Well, here's how he did earlier today. Third-year star receiver struggled to find it most of the time. Second quarter, 3rd and 3. Stopped short of the first down by Joe Hayden. We got to start talking about Hayden Island. It's got to be Hayden Island soon. Later in the second quarter, 2nd and 6. Andy Dalton's pass, batted away by Joe Hayden. Hayden Island. Third quarter, 3rd and 7. Pass intended for Green. It's broken up. And again in the third quarter, 1st and 10. This time it's on Andy Dalton. Underthrows Green. Finished the day with 7 catches for 51 yards. Completely frustrating day. Fourth quarter, Browns ball. They lead 10-6. 2nd and 9 from their own 45. It's Hoyer looking for the best tight end in football. And he's got him. Jordan Cameron for 31 yards. 1st and 10 from the Bengals 24. Cameron, 10 catches, 91 yards and a touch on the day. 3 plays later, 1st and goal. Willis McGahee up the middle. 2nd and goal from the Bengals 1. Next play, it's Chris Ogbonnaya. He Ogbonnaya. The Browns extend their lead to 17-6. Bengals trying to desperately claw back in it. 2nd and 10. Dalton's pass intercepted. Dalton is bummed. Some love on the Browns sideline from Buster Skrine. Browns win it 17-6.
Impressive feat. No, it really is. And you see kind of the demeanor of Chuck Pagano taking over that team.
Tom Brady and his Patriots on the road at Cincinnati, and some miscues early for this Patriots offense, quite a few. First quarter, Geno Atkins, 8-yard loss.
Earned that money, right? Big contract for the year. He's a real man in there. Yes, he is. Tried to run a little play action pass. He slips through. The rest was history.
That's not Geno Atkins there. It's Wallace Gilberry. Another 8-yard loss. Second quarter, LeGarrette Blount's. Watch out from behind right there.
Oh, you just can't do it. Bill Belichick is on the sideline telling him, you're selfish. When you fumble the ball, you're selfish, Dukesy. That's what he tells you.
Carlos Dunlap with the strip. Reggie Nelson recovers. Andy Dalton, how would he do? We like to talk about him a lot on this show, Jamie, don't we?
Yeah.
What's he going to do here?
You're going in right there.
Don't throw it back across. Don't do it.
note.
Oh, my gosh.
Brandon Spikes, thank you very much.
I mean, what are you thinking?
Hey, most of the time when you hesitate in the red zone, something bad's going to happen.
Third quarter game all tied at 3. Neither team scored a touchdown in the first half. Brady saw him sacked twice already. We got to call this one a coverage sack. Couldn't find anybody he liked. Vontaze Burfict, 10-yard sack.
And this kid Burfict, man, has really been a hidden gem that they found. You know, unfortunately for him, some off-field issues caused his draft status to drop. But this guy is a real exciting football player.
Yeah, Giovanni Bernard, he feels things really well. Patient run there, and you see the burst.
28-yard gain. He had 13 carries for 62 yards. Fourth quarter, this is the same drive. 3rd down and 3. Dalton looking for A.J. Green. Got him. That counts as being wide open.
And Aqib Talib has been the shutdown, lockdown corner in this business. They had a battle today. Aqib held his own, but AJ Green made his money today as well.
Yeah, but you can't complain about the effort they had there. You see right there the touchdown, offensive line, one of the best unheralded parts of what they do offensively in Cincinnati.
Now up 13-6. Giovanni Bernard puts the ball on the ground. That's selfish of a Bengal there, Heath.
I don't know if Marvin Lewis calls it selfish when they fumble.
He calls it you going to the bench, kid.
Exactly.
That's what he calls it.
Devin McCourty forces the fumble. Gerard Mayo recovers. Brady, play action, time. Looking for Aaron Dobson. Terrence Newman there to bat it away.
Yeah, catch it once, though. You got your hands up. Catch it once.
Snatch it, pull it down.
Absolutely. That's your opportunity to play. But, again, having him as your third or fourth corner, that shows you how talented this team is.
What's the biggest theme we've seen so far in these highlights, though? Tom Brady sacked. That's the 4th time we've seen it.
Pressure.
And turnover.
Patriots forced to punt there. That was 3rd down and 10. Now 26 seconds left. Brady had time, but Aaron Dobson.
Yeah, that's a wet ball because Dobson's actually open. If Tom could put the mustard on it, he normally would, but that ball obviously was wet, and that was the problem.
Adam Jones with the interception just before it falls to the ground. Tom Brady goes back to the sideline, and he and the Patriots go back to Foxborough with a loss. New England now 4-1, and the Bengals at 3-2, sitting atop the AFC North with Baltimore and also Cleveland.
Bengals and the Bills, the game of the day. Andy Dalton and the Bengals 0-2 on the road. Look at Thad Lewis getting his first career start in his second season for the Bills. First quarter, I'm going to call my own number, and it's Thad Lewis. 3-yard touchdown run, his first career rushing touchdown, and I'm going to go jump in the stands because that's what I've seen everybody else do. Ensuing Bengals possession, first and 10 at the Bills 18. Dalton looking for A.J. Green. Proof that A.J. Green is still in the league. There he is with a great catch. Bengals lead 10-7. It's over Leotis McKelvin. It's Leotis. He loves us. Yes, A.J. Green is back. First touchdown catch in his last 3 games. Second quarter now, same score. Bengals possession, 2nd and 9 from their own 15. 5th play of the drive, Dalton, A.J. Green, and there he goes. 54 yards on the catch and run for Green down to the Bills' 31-yard line. 4 plays later, 1st and 10 at the Bills' 20. Dalton flips it to Giovanni Bernard, who does what Giovanni Bernard does. Here's a juke, and a stiff arm, and a touchdown. This kid is fun. Bengals lead 17-7. Bengals go 9-98 on the drive. Watch Bernard makes that great cut, not denied, on his way into the end zone. Holds onto the football, his second touchdown catch this season. Bengals lead 17-10 at halftime. Third quarter now, same score. It's Thad Lewis. This time, hit by Carlos Dunlap and fumbles. Watch out, Thad. Protect that football, young man. Vontaze Burfict recovers at the Bengals 47, the Bills' 9th giveaway this season. Bengals trying to capitalize. 3rd and 8 at the Bills' 10. Dalton hits Marvin Jones for the 10-yard touchdown. Bengals lead 24-10. Who knew he could be a middle linebacker for the Jets and reinvent himself a decade later as a wide receiver? Dalton's 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Bengals lead it 24-10. Fourth quarter now. Bills still trailing 24-10. They're going for it. 4th and 8. Doug Marrone, another gamble. Thad Lewis, this one works out off his back foot. Scott Chandler wide open for the touchdown. It's 24-17. Thad Lewis's 2nd career touchdown pass and 1st this season. Same score, next Bills possession, $1:41 left to go. 2nd and 10 from their own 35. It's Lewis and Chandler over the middle for 25 yards, down to the Bengals 40. Next play, 1:14 left. Is Thad Lewis really going to do this? Yes, he is. Marquise Goodwin. Deep down the sideline. The touchdown. Ties the game at 24. The game would go to overtime. Bills possession after the Bengals punted 3rd and 6 from their own 11. Third play of the drive. Big play for the Bills. Want to get out of their own end zone here. Thad Lewis looking for Chris Hogan. And the pass is incomplete. The Bills would be forced to punt. Not where you want to punt from. Bills lining up. Here's Brian Moorman. And the punt is fielded at the 38-yard line. It is a 28-yard or 29-yard return by Tate. Down to the Bills' 33. They're already in field goal range. The one big play of overtime. Sometimes that's all you need. 4 plays later, Bengals lining up for the game winner. A 43-yarder from Mike Nugent. And here he goes, and it is right down the middle. Bengals win 27-24. Bengals' first road win of the season.
We're taking on the Cincinnati Bengals in Motown. So Matthew Stafford v. Andy Dalton, who was very impressive in this one. As in very early on.
Where from?
TCU.
TCU who?
Yeah. A.J. Green, great week 1. Missed him for about a month. 100-yard effort last week, and then this, beating Chris Houston for the 82-yard touchdown, longest of his career. And for more, I bring in my double move correspondent, Deion Sanders.
Young corners, let me tell you something. You see him throw, you see him go. Cornerback stops on the move, looks at the backfield. When he sees the quarterback release the ball, rampart. All right. You have a victim.
That's one great receiver in this game. What about Megatron? Held to 3 catches and 25 yards last week in Cleveland. Here working on Leon Hall, who blew out his Achilles on that play.
Praying for you, big fella.
And then here on Terrence Newman, it's a great effort, but it's no catch.
Great coverage right there.
And then taking the big hit as well. 3 catches for 40 yards in the first half for Calvin Johnson.
Such a win like that.
On to the third. Andy Dalton looking for one of his many weapons on offense. Here's the rookie first-round pick Tyler Eifert with his first pro score.
Look at the protection.
That's a nice catch.
Good protection.
But here come the Lions on their next possession. It's Matthew Stafford, who became the first Bengals opponent in the last 21 tries to throw for over 300 yards. It's Johnson. That's a 27-yard touchdown, and then 81 goes for the 360.
Nice dump.
That's a bad man.
On to the fourth. Lions down by 7. It's 3rd and 18 from midfield. Watch Stafford improvise and say, just go. It's like the backyard. Go, 81. I don't care how many defenders you got on you.
Oh, come on now. Come on.
You would think that one of them would try to grab his arm.
He had 9 grabs, a $155, a couple of scores.
Because they all ball hawks.
Right.
So the Bengals now get the ball, tied at 24, and Dalton looking for A.J. Green, who had 6 grabs, a $155, but Glover Quinn gets his mitts on this one.
You got to put that out there. He had it.
Later on in the fourth, Lions ball under a minute to go, 3rd and 4. Kind of a curious call here. Stafford pressured by Reggie Nelson, so Lions are going to have to punt. But there's only like a half minute left, so you figure a decent punt. The Bengals really don't have any shot. We're probably looking at overtime. Unless Sam Martin just chokes it. 28 yards on the punt.
See, kickers and punters, you do stuff like this. I think you have to donate your check to charity.
So the Bengals are in midfield. Now in Lions territory. Dalton to Giovanni Bernard. Rookie, get down! He does. Use their last time out. And here comes Mike Nugent. Won it against Buffalo a week ago, here from 54 yards out.
Nugent! 54 don't mean nothing to Nugent.
And look who's 5-2 atop the AFC North. 3-point win in Detroit.
Nothing like targeting a receiver and not getting enough balls thrown at you. Geno Smith taking on Andy Dalton and the Bengals.
He's excited. He's happy.
Who, Andy Dalton?
Yeah. Andy Dalton.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Geno.
The Red Rocket had a lot to be happy about today because he had a young man named Marvin Jones who came in with 3 touchdown catches on the season, had more than that today.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he had 4 touchdown passes for Marvin Jones.
It's 4.
It's four.
On this set
the
is
good
four.
thing about that is when somebody takes away your number one receiver, A.J. Green, he stepped up. And he was prepared and ready to go. Opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah, that was a big day for this young man with 4 touchdown catches. And Geno Smith, we've seen him come back with this team before. Unfortunately for him, this not the day. Intercepted here by Chris Crocker.
Yeah, but Dan, it's a good game, and then it's one of these games. Feast and famine with the young rookie.
Like, no, you got to go out right there. You got.
But let's be clean too in what we are saying. It's feast and famine with them.
Nice.
But the reality is, he ain't got too many receivers anyway.
This wasn't a good one for the young guy.
They've been winning with the same guys, man. Yeah, that's why you got to give him more credit when he wins with those receivers. And you have to understand when he loses with that stuff, too.
Bengals now 6-2 after the 49-9 win. And guess what, folks? They're going to be on Thursday Night Football. The Bengals taking on the Dolphins. This is going to be a good game.
It's going to be a great game Thursday night, baby.
6-2. The Bengals.
On Thursday Night Football on NFL Network, the player of the month of October, still playing in October, Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals getting things started. But we picked things up in the second half here with it being a 10-3 game, and Andy Dalton throws a pick six, a big play by Brent Grimes right here, Dion.
Brent Grimes, he has a knack for making plays on the ball, can catch, can run. This guy is a total package, and will come up and make a tackle.
Made it 17-3, but that was a long drive by the Bengals that was ended by a pick six right there, meaning the Bengals got the ball right back, and Giovanni Bernard, Marshall, started running through a tired defense early and often in that third quarter.
The Bengals' offensive line started to dominate the line of scrimmage, and when you get that, you provide some holes for Gio, and he's going to get you yards.
So Giovanni Bernard scored a touchdown, and then later, there are only 9 spots left in the top 10 plays of the year reviews that you will see come early January. That's because Giovanni Bernard put himself in the clubhouse on that front with that run, Marshall.
That was a great run. You know, Rich, looking at that run, I thought that was the dagger. I mean, he starts right. This takes a lot out of a back, but it takes even more out of a defense. Look at the guys blocking down the field. That's what you have, and then you make a couple of guys miss and then dive into the end zone. That's just a great effort by Gio.
A 35-yard run, but he probably ran about 60 for those 35 yards to tie the game at 17. And then Dalton got the ball back with 5 minutes to go in the game, and Mohamed Sanu goes over the middle. Donnell Ellerbe picks him off.
The ball hit Sanu right in the hands. It was a perfect throw by Andy Dalton, but the ball pops up, and that is an interception.
Ryan Tannehill trying to turn that pick into some game-winning points on 3rd and 6. However, Adam Jones not called for pass interference.
Well, he shouldn't have been called. It was a great play.
So he laughs. Giovanni Bernard left this game with what appeared to be a rib injury, would not return. So Andy Dalton, without his dynamic running back, trying to drive the team down the field. And here is Sanu making a play here on 3rd down to move the chains with 1:48 to go. Mike Nugent eventually comes out with 89 ticks to go from 54 yards away, and he got it with room to spare as well. Keep that in mind as the Bengals passed up a 57-yard opportunity in overtime. Meanwhile, we did go to overtime because Ryan Tannehill made the plays down the stretch.
Yes, he did. Plays like that right there. A perfect throw on the sideline to Brian Hartline. That was a dime of
Although
a throw.
some thought he did not get his second foot down.
As a defense, you must guard the sideline.
Meanwhile, here comes Caleb Sturgis from 44 yards away with 13 seconds to go to tie the game and send this game into an extra period in which both teams possess the ball without scoring. 3rd and inches with 7:42 left in overtime. The Dolphins are stuffed. They attempted, they passed up a 59-yard field goal, punted, and that paid off as Cameron Wake busts through and records the first walk-off safety since Wally Ogunleye did it against the Titans in 2004. Only the 3rd time in NFL history that a game ended on a safety in overtime.
Cincinnati and Baltimore. Joe Flacco looking to keep the defending Super Bowl champs in the playoff hunt. Meanwhile, Andy Dalton wants to bounce back from that 4-turnover performance in Miami. Second quarter, Bengals ball down 10-zip, 3rd and 10. Andy Dalton throws for Tyler Eifert, but picked off by James Ahedebo. Returns it all the way to the Bengals' 22-yard line. Mohamed Sanu gets called for a personal foul, so the Ravens take over at the 11. 2 plays later, Torrey Smith, touchdown. Dalton's pick costs his team. Ravens are up 17-0. Third quarter, Bengals down 17-3. 2nd and 9 from their own 17. Dalton looking deep for A.J. Green. Being covered by James Ahedebo. This one is won by Green. Comes down for 43 yards on the tip. A tip involving Green and Ahedebo. This is what's called foreshadowing. Watch it again. Tipped up in the air. Green dives and comes down with it. Bengals drive would stall. They would be forced to punt. Fourth quarter, Ravens ball. Same score. We move way ahead due to time constraints and a lack of scoring. Flacco drops back, throws deep right. Picked off by Terrence Newman, who gets brought down at the 29-yard line. The Bengals take over. Cincinnati trying to stay in it. Ensuing possession, 4th and 2 from the Ravens 25. Dalton looks like he's going to hand it off. Instead, fakes it and he scrambles. 7 yards and a first down. Next play, 1st and 10 from the 18. Dalton takes a snap, gets it to Giovanni Bernard, who does Giovanni Bernard things. 18 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. Bengals within a score at 17-10. Ravens now desperately trying to hold on. 3rd and 10 from the Bengals 42. Flacco drops back. His arm is hit by Carlos Dunlap. He fumbles. James Harrison recovers for the Bengals. Watch it again. Dunlap knocks the ball loose. Harrison's going to fall on it for Cincinnati. They are back in business at midfield. 2nd and 9 from the Ravens 37. Dalton looking deep. A.J. Green instead. It's James Ahedebo. He returns it to the 21. That's it, right? Nah, it doesn't matter. Ravens can't run out the clock. They would punt with $1:38 to go. Ensuing Bengals possession, 2nd and 8 from the Ravens 44. Dalton drops back, sacked by Elvis Dumervil. Dumervil 2.5 sacks on the day. Dalton spikes it with 2 seconds remaining. So here we go. Last chance. It's A.J. Green. It's James Ahedebo. It's everybody in the end zone. And yes, the ball is batted. And yes, A.J. Green comes down with it. The Bengals tie it at 17. Watch it again. Ahedebo, the ball looks like it would have just went to the ground, but Ahedebo bats it up in the air, and Green comes down with it. Ahedebo getting an earful from Jimmy Smith. You realize we're going to wind up watching this replay over and over again. Over and over again. What did I tell you? In overtime, Bengals ball, 3rd and 5 from the Ravens 47. Dalton looking for Tyler Eifert, who makes an incredible effort to come down with the ball. Watch again, he wrestles it away from Darryl Smith and gets a first down. The Bengals keep moving. Eifert saw a lot of action today with Jermaine Gresham inactive. 4 plays later, it's 4th and 2 from the Ravens 33. Dalton, it works with Bernard, right? Oops. Oh wait, he's cutting left. This is gonna be a Bernard play. He's going further. And now he's going the wrong way. Brought down for an 11-yard loss. Ravens take over. Dalton finished 274 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. So now it's the Ravens. 2nd and 7 from the Bengals 38. Flacco finds Ed Dixon along the sideline. Pushed out of bounds, but not before a first down. Catch would be reviewed. This is big. Refs determined Dixon maintained possession as he was pushed out of bounds. Got that right foot down. First down for the Ravens. 4 plays later, it's Justin Tucker in for a 46-yarder. This one looks even further than 46. Doesn't matter. Tucker nails it. Ravens win it in overtime, 20-17. Flacco just 140 yards passing, but 2 touchdowns in the victory.
If you like defensive and special teams touchdowns, we've got your game. We've got Jason Campbell against Andy Dalton. Andy with 7 turnovers the last 2 games. Unfortunately for Andy Dalton, Joe Hayden came to play.
Joe Hayden did come.
He's been playing all year.
There he is with his first pick.
Nice hands.
Of the first quarter.
Well, wait.
That led to
that's a great catch.
He just threw it right to him.
No, that's a tough catch. A lot of traffic.
Yeah, when they throw it right to you, yeah, it's tough. Huh?
Okay, JD's not impressed with the first pick. How about that?
How about that one? Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. That's good. He jumped it.
Yes,
took it back. So everybody's jumping
Andy Dalton.
2 interceptions with 1 pick six early in that first quarter, and the Browns up 13-0. All right, next Browns possession. We can do that as well. Eventually. James Harrison.
Watch him pull it.
He's not going to make it into the end zone, is he?
Look at that.
Running through. He's like an old school fullback.
Yes.
Penalty on the play. Brandon Thomas called for an illegal block in the Bengals. Thomas.
How quick that flag came out.
Negated the touchdown, but led to a Jermaine Gresham touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. He played quarterback at Rutgers.
Sanu.
And this is a perfect pass.
Beautiful. He had to be a quarterback.
Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah.
Quarterback at Rutgers.
I wish his quarterback could throw like that.
Yeah. Played a little bit of quarterback at Rutgers. Second quarter now.
He didn't teach Andy Dalton something.
There's the other quarterback, Andy Dalton, to...
I can do that, too.
I guess so.
That's Sanu.
What can Sanu do for you?
Sanu had quite the drive there. Bengals leading 14-13. Couple of possessions later, 4th and 6. Blocked by the Bengals there. Picked up by Tony Dye. He takes it back for the touch.
I think Burfict blocked the punt.
Bengals lead 21-13. Next Browns possession, 2nd down and 13. Campbell's pass to Chris Obanaya complete. However, ball comes out. And the fumble picked up by Vontaze Burfict. He scores.
There you go. That's what this defense can do. Takeaways and then score.
Then he's left the Bills.
This is why you say they have a chance to win Super Bowl with a defense like that.
That would be
everything.
Yes.
31 unanswered points by the Bengals. Campbell to Josh Gordon. That's a pretty pass.
Yeah, this dude can play.
Down the sideline, 74-yard Cleveland
I had
score.
no idea why early in the season they was talking about trading him.
Well,
he's their best receiver.
He is, but
No,
again, if he's in trouble all the time,
I haven't heard him getting in any trouble this year.
But after Andy Dalton started out with those 2 interceptions, he came back 3 touchdowns and no picks from that point on. That's Alex Smith for the 2-yard touch. The Bengals win 41-20 after starting out in horrendous fashion, down 13-0. Cincinnati increases that cushion in the AFC North with a 21-point lead over Cleveland, or 21-point win.
Good one in San Diego. AFC North leaders, Cincinnati Bengals and Andy Dalton taking on Phillip Rivers and the San Diego Chargers. First quarter, Chargers down a touchdown with the ball, and Rivers, remember the name Ladarius Green, right, LT?
Yes. Okay. Tight end.
There he goes, in from 30 yards out, 6'6", and he can mash on the goalpost as well. He might be your next Jimmy Graham. Just putting it in your brain here.
What about Antonio Gates?
That's a few years away. I'm just saying, somewhere down the line. Your man Mike Zimmer, none too proud there.
He don't play that.
Third quarter, he was much happier here. Rivers picked off by Dre Kirkpatrick.
Good job, Dre. About time, man.
One of 3 turnovers forced by the Bengals on this day. As you take another look, there's your Antonio Gates sighting. He did. That's strong.
Good job, Dre.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, and Gates thinking, I just cost my quarterback an INT. Hey, A.J. Green coming off a 2-catch, 7-yard performance against Cleveland. Oh, boy, he was eating it here.
That hurt.
Jaleel Undy with the shot on Green.
He's a lean dude, too.
That's a tough one, but he would stay in the game. Now back in the third, Andy Dalton for A.J. Green.
Are you not going to cover the team's best receiver?
I was actually supposed to ask you that.
Yeah. Blowing coverage. You know, when people get in that bunch, they get in that bunch, they stack. You lose the count of, you cannot lose the count of A.J. Green. You forget your responsibility when they stack like that.
Solid day for Green. Bengals get a huge win. 17-10 is your final.
Colts, Bengals from Cincinnati. The Colts can clinch the AFC South with a win or a Titans loss. Marvin Lewis' team also leading his division, that is the AFC North. We had the good Andy Dalton today, Heath.
Yes, we did.
He was real good. There's
and
A.J.
the always
Green.
good A.J. Green.
Right, he's good every single time out. Hey, Andy Dalton's got some weapons on offense now. Running back, wide receiver, tight end. There's the young Marvin Jones, 29-yard touch. 10-play, 83-yard drive, and Cincy on top 7-0. 4th down and 1. Cincinnati goes for it. It looks like Ben Jarvis Green Ellis is down. In fact, he was ruled down at the 1-yard line, but the play under review. Jeff Triplett going to reverse this call and call it a touchdown. Josh Chapman appears to make contact with Green Ellis' foot, forcing him down by contact. That's the part of the play that's disputed, but once again, the call reversed. It's called a touchdown. And the Bengals go up 14-0 heading into halftime. Cincinnati offense good on a number of levels today, including third down, where they converted 50% of the time. Third down and 5, Dalton to Green, 22.
Yeah, you like 50% on third down. Those are winning numbers.
7 plays later, first and goal. There's Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis. There's another Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals on top 21-0.
Yeah, this Indy defense hasn't been what it was early in the season.
Third down and 5, Derrick Rogers breaking tackles and then sprinting. 69 yards for Indy's first touchdown of the afternoon. The Colts cut that lead to 21-7.
That was a Reggie Wayne type play there. Break a tackle and then hit the races.
They need a number of receivers to step up and take his place. Their play action now. Indy's next possession. Andrew Luck in trouble, but we always got to point out this guy can run. It seems like 1 or 2 highlights every single Sunday.
Well, you see the high step out of the pocket, breaking free for some tackles from the D-line.
Looks comfortable out there running the ball.
Kid can move.
Picks up 29. Here's what he does best, though, throwing the ball to Levon Brazil, breaking tackles.
Gosh, Paul,
wow.
Was that 6 count on there? 6 different defenders left grabbing air?
How do you think Mike Zimmer, defensive coordinator, felt on the sideline
Not
there?
happy.
21-14, third down and 2. More third down success, Giovanni Bernard.
Giovanni Bernard, you see the stiff arm? I like it.
21 yards, setting up. Play action, Jermaine Gresham wide open.
Tight ends always get those easy touchdown catches.
Right? You know, down near the goal line.
What, the guy within 4 yards of him.
Doubling up on the Colts once again, this time 28-14. Fourth quarter now, still 28-14. More third down and more success. Marvin Jones.
That was a pretty ball there, Paul. Pretty ball.
Nice job of Jones going up and getting it a couple of plays later. There's A.J. Green.
It's not fair.
Listen, to have that guy out wide, that's
Jones 6'3" and could jump out of the gym.
That was his third touchdown of the game. Andrew Luck not done. There's Brazil, 29-yard score. The Colts won't go away, cutting that lead to 35-21. But the Bengals would put them away. Andy Dalton already with 3 touchdown tosses, going to pick up a touchdown run.
Showing he's got little wheels, too. Andrew Luck's not the only quarterback in the game that can get it done on the ground.
Bengals win 42-28. They continue to lead that AFC North at 9-4, and the Colts have lost 2 out of 3. Only 3-3 since Reggie Wayne out of the lineup with the torn ACL.
Andy Dalton and Bengals, we said, hey, a win tonight and a Lions win Monday over the Ravens, and those guys are the AFC North champs. James Harrison, welcome back to the Steel City. This one got ugly early.
That wind took that ball.
Kyle Huber, you know what? This was the best part of the punter's night there. Now, it wasn't a safety because he was actually tackled just outside of the goal line, so the Steelers get the ball there.
I don't like that call.
And this actually worked in the Steelers' favor.
Yeah, when it started early for Cincinnati Bengals. It started early and it kept going downhill.
Yeah, it led to a Le'Veon Bell touchdown. But then Antonio Brown, you talked about him. He can do a little bit of everything.
Well, ain't nobody could cover a man this long.
That's Brown getting down right there, man. He's having quite a season.
Set it up, set it up, set it up.
And just like that, it's 14-0. Now here's the play that changed the game. Brown taking it 67 yards, not only for the touchdown, not only for a 21-0 lead, but there were huge hits all over the place, including the punter Hoover, who took a massive shot to the face from Terrence Garvin.
It was clean, too.
That was a hit right there.
A broken jaw on the play. That is...
Yeah, that was clean. Praying for you, man. Marsh.
As you can see.
You know, if you have a mouthpiece in, they don't have to.
Fourth quarter now. Bengals trailing 30-7. Andy Dalton to the rookie, Tyler Eifert.
Man, what a play right there. That's a big boy. That's what they love to do with him. They did it to him. They did it with him in college. He does it here.
Bengals would get the ball back now, 4th and 5. Dalton 2. A wide open Marvin Jones on 4th and 5. They went for 2.
Somebody didn't switch off on the coverage.
They missed the 2-point conversion, so they're down 10. Because here on the 2-point conversion, Jarvis Jones, the rookie, knocks it down. Ensuing Steelers possession, 3rd and 7. Bengals need a stop here with 5 and change to go. Emmanuel Sanders. Oh, Chris Crocker, you got to make that tackle.
Now, see, that kind of play right there can get Sanders in the 88 club because that's beasting. Now, you got to give him a better first down than that.
4 Bengals around and no one made the play.
Next Bengals possession, Dalton. 4th and 10 for A.J. Green, and that is...
Oh, that's P.I. is what it was.
What?
That was P.I., man. You know,
You see, that's part of the 1-8 club, not the 88 club.
Polamalu, you know, they give him that Jordan rule.
30-20.
Vikings and the Bengals. Adrian Peterson returning after missing last week with a foot injury. Meanwhile, Marvin Lewis and the Bengals have bigger things on their mind, like the AFC North crown. Vikings opening possession, Matt Castle drops back, looking downfield, fumbles. Carlos Dunlap recovers. Toby Gerhart tackles him by an arm. I mean, literally, by an arm. Tackles him down at the 4-yard line. That would lead to a Ben Jarvis Green Ellis touchdown run. Bengals lead 7-0. Hey, you come here. I'll tackle you by the arm. Bengals second possession, 1st and 10 from their own 32. It's Andy Dalton looking for Jermaine Gresham. Gresham catches it. Fumble caused by Aaron Henderson, recovered by Jamarcus Sanford. Vikings ball at the 46-yard line. Minnesota taking advantage 4 plays later. It's Matt Castle looking to a suddenly wide-open Jarius Wright. And I mean wide-open Jarius Wright. 5th touchdown of his career ties the game at 7. Here, young fan, you came all the way from Minnesota. Have this football. 2 Bengals possessions later, same score. Dalton looking for A.J. Green. A.J. Green with a touchdown, and this faulty coverage, you got to blame it on the Vikings secondary and the cameraman who had Green deep, but look, he played him way too deep. Green was able to catch the touchdown before he rolled into him. Got to work on that. Second quarter, Vikings ball, same score, 3rd and 2 from their own 20. Castle's throw for Greg Jennings, picked off by Vincent Ray, goes in for a touchdown. The flag was for offensive pass interference penalty, of course, declined by the Bengals. They go up 21-7. Vikings ball 3 plays later. Castle throwing it deep to Jerome Simpson. Hits him in a bad spot. Right in the face mask. Intercepted by George Iloka while on the ground. Watch it again. Doinks off of Trey Kirkpatrick's helmet. Actually off of the face guard. And then the catch is made Iloka while he's on his back. Bengals ball to 25. 2 Bengals possessions later. Dalton, this time Jermaine Gresham holds on. Cincinnati leads 28-7. This one turning into a rout. Third quarter now, same score. People keep saying, I wonder why people say Giovanni Bernard is so good. I watch some games, he's not so good. I watch some other games, I'm not sure. Just watch this play. Here's a screen pass that could have gotten about 4 yards. Instead, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. All had shots at Bernard. They couldn't bring him down. He breaks it for 41 yards. That would lead to another Andy Dalton touchdown pass. Bengals lead at 35-7. Next Bengals possession, same score, 3rd and 15 at the 42. Andy Dalton says, I like Andrew Hawkins so much, I'm throwing in a double coverage. And Hawkins comes down with a leap and grab, 1st and goal at the 8. 2 plays later, A.J. Green, do something a little spectacular here. Like maybe something we haven't seen. Maybe a tipped one-handed catch or something that looks really good on highlights that we can show again. Hey! Thanks, A.J. Watch it again. Holds off the defender with one hand, catches it with the other. That is A.J. Green. Bengals in a blowout victory, 42-14.
All right, back to the playoff fight. Ravens, the champs, playing just to get in. Bengals going for playoff seeding. That's a cute little tweet. Somebody help us out. Kansas City, Jets. Yeah, that would help you if you won. And one of those teams won, you'd be in.
Andy Dalton to help you.
Yeah, he sure did. You know, the Bengals had scored at least 40 in 4 straight home games to tie an NFL record. First play from scrimmage, tipped away. That's Corey Graham.
That's a good play, man.
Problem is, for the Ravens, they turned turnovers into field goals on this day. Ravens up 3-0. Next possession, Dalton looking for A.J. Green, but it's James Ahedebo.
He would help you.
That was overthrown. He's over A.J. Green's head now.
What
2
college he went to, LT?
Led to a Justin Tucker field goal and a 6-0 lead.
LT, what college did he go to?
You know what college he went to.
Come on now.
Hornfrog.
Bengals, next possession, Dalton, this is more like it, to A.J. Green.
Oh, yeah.
I knew you was going to say
Green burning the rookie Matt Elam, who's getting a little tutelage there on the sideline.
Say, man, we can't have that right about now.
2 minutes to go in the first half. Dalton to Marvin Jones. Look at that.
That's a great play, man.
They scored touchdown 13 straight times in the red zone this season.
That's amazing.
That's
they were
pretty good.
Without their 2 starting tight ends in this game.
Yeah, and as you saw, Dalton setting the single season mark for touchdowns. That ain't bad either. Bengals up 17-6 at the break, so Joe Flacco's got to get it going. Still wearing that heavy knee brace, takes a shot.
Mike Zimmer says, we're coming after you, Joe.
Zim is going to come. Zim should be up for one of these head coaching jobs as well.
Flacco sacked twice, pressured, knocked down another 7 times on this day. But in the third, they're sticking around. They're down just 8. Flacco to the undrafted wideout Marlon Brown. He has been a find this year. 2-point conversion also good, so we're tied at 17 in a game where really Cincinnati, to that point, had pretty much dominated. But then Dalton to his rookie running back, Giovanni Bernard. He's a stud, LT.
Yeah, he is a stud. I like this guy
blocking,
ever since he came out of North Carolina. Versatile running back.
Gain of 27, then 3 plays later. Watch this as we're heading the other direction now. Andy Dalton faking the handoff to Benjarvis Green Ellis.
That's just a zone read that we see all these athletic quarterbacks. Fooled everybody.
Yeah, T-Sizzle. Yeah, T-Sizzle bit it on that one. So he's a little frustrated. Then in the fourth, Joe Flacco starts to get in the giving mood. Tipped and picked by Chris Crocker. That would set up a field goal and a Bengals 10-point lead. But don't worry, Andy Dalton's giving it away too. No. Looking for A.J. Green, but Jimmy Smith gets it.
You cannot throw a pick down there.
Picked off 4 times on the day.
And you still win?
Yeah, his 3rd game this year with at least 3 INTs in a game. Part of the reason he's winning because of this. Dre Kirkpatrick,
Dre made a play. Dre made a play.
It's the first time in the Flacco/Harbaugh era the Ravens are not in the playoffs.
I like that kid.
All right, let's take a look at how things went down in Cincinnati. Marvin Lewis and the Bengals have lost their last 5 playoff games. And there's Phillip Rivers. What a year it's been for him after a couple of down years. He has.
Good. I just love the improvising effect of Phillip Rivers.
That's
this is beautiful.
what he does.
You know what Phillip loves? A guy like Danny Woodhead. Yes. He can throw it to, and he can run it in from 5
little mighty Mike. That guy just doesn't go away, man.
Well, you can't undersell the football IQ.
Postseason touchdown. He had 80 previous pass attempts. So the Bengals said, okay, for a field goal there, and they take a 10-7 lead. In the third quarter, the Chargers' first possession. For the Chargers, they're moving right on down the field. Rivers threw the ball more on this drive than he did all of the first half. This time to Ladarius Green.
Placement. I mean, those are the kind of things that a guy like Phillip Rivers does that he doesn't get a lot of credit for.
And then you got Keenan Allen, Ladarius, these guys just coming alive when need be.
You know where it was coming from.
There's Pagano there.
They teach you to throw into the blitz, but they teach you to throw into the blitz about 80% of the time. Great job by John and his.
They squeak in 27-10 is the final.
Let's give Cincinnati's defense some credit. This game was a lot closer than the score indicates. They did a tremendous job all game long. You think about it. You're holding Phillip Rivers 128 yards passing. Pretty good game for them.
27-10 the final.